Hello everyone. A few things have happened today, a few disasters in fact. I caught some of the red rainbows, 6 of them for a guy who was coming for them on Thursday, and after catching them I noticed a few of the cichlids had gone behind the background. There's a hole where they can get through, just in the middle there of the tank, what I've covered with a rock and some sand to block it off. And unfortunately my male Spathodus Moliro, it's the female over there, the grey one there, unfortunately, after about 3 days of him going behind the background, I decided, after I was worried, to pull the background out, and there he was, entangled in one of the nets on the side. The netting over there on the right side of the background. Like, if you follow it down, there's lots of netting. And you can't see it's behind the big rock there. But anyway, he was entangled at the back of the background in the net, and he was dead. I mean, I've checked my water parameters and everything's fine. Last time I checked, ammonia was 0, nitrite 0. Nitrates were between 2 and 5. I haven't done a water change for about 4 days now. So, don't know what's going on. I mean, I have taken out 20 fish, and for some reason, as you can see, they're a lot unsettled at the minute. So I don't know why they're unsettled. Perhaps because I've been in there raking the sand around. I decided to take this video when the tank had cleared up a bit, because I had moved. It was messy when I'd moved the sand around, and I decided to add some more filter media to my FX5. There's a bit of flicking going on lately, like. If anyone could help me on that, that'd be brilliant. The only thing I can think of is the other day. Well, the water change before my last one, I changed the dosage of my salts. I thought I might be using too many salts, so instead of doing I usually do 2 teaspoons per 50 litres of new water, 2 teaspoons of Epsom salt and bicarb. So I tried just 1 teaspoon per 50 litres, and it altered the pH slightly to 7.8, where before it was 8.2. So I think, I mean, that shouldn't have caused stress, but that small change of 0.2. But I do have noticed a little bit of flicking. And it seems like madness in that corner there. Probably the canary cheek males are freaking everyone out at the minute. It's just the young ones. Things should probably calm down a bit with the lights off. But yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare discovering that dead fish entangled in all those nets. My guess is he's gone into shock while got tangled and died there, or while he was in there he's took a beating from some of the Tropheus that were behind it too. I'm just resting on the tripod at the minute. My dad, when he brought the camera over, he forgot the screw-in port for the screw-in device that attaches the camera to the tripod, so I'm having to just use it as a rest. And when I bought the background initially, it had a protruding rock where the net is now covering it. Yeah, the under tank fittings for the filter pipes, that side's all bunged up now, but it did have a place for a 305 under there. This one still does. As you can see, the pipes are still intact. I've not seen any it's absolute madness over there. Namely the Ilangi eye and the kasakalwe going off it. Yeah, I've not seen any pacing like that for a while. That's unusual. Still waiting for the two T5s to come. Apparently CPET's received an order, or we're going to receive an order on Friday, so they should be sending me a couple of T5s out this next week. So now the Spathodus Moliro is without a mate. Mind you, she was taking a beating after I moved the tank. She had a funny turn with him, and they haven't spawned for ages. And prior to the tank move, they spawned 3 times. I mean, the fish are colouring up beautifully, but it's besides the point at the minute if there's things going on. Yeah, if anyone can help me on riftValleyCichlids.co.uk, that'd be brilliant. I mean, there's not that much flicking and there's no other signs of stress. Everyone's feeding perfectly. I was actually going to make this update especially for Headley, who'd requested basically me to do some narration on the Spathodus Moliro, but since the males died, I've had to postpone that. I think I'm going to go try and I don't know. I don't often see the Moliro Spathodus on the available, so it's going to be difficult getting another male really. So I might just try a totally different species of goby cichlids or different variant of the Spathodus. I mean, if it was flukes to the reason why they're flicking, would they be doing it constantly over and over, or would it just occasionally? Absolutely have no idea why they're stressed out in the corner there. Tank's filtered with an FX5 and a 305. I'll show you the brands of foods that I use to feed them. It's a standard spirulina vegetable flake. The Canary floating pellet. Can't wait to get my hands on the sinking pellet, as usually the more dominant of the fish tend to eat the floating pellets up before the younger ones have a chance to grab some. Don't feed new life that often, but it's decent food. I've had no problems with it. This is the Terra A antiparasitical formula. Give them this probably once, twice a month, 3 times. Not very often they get fed with this stuff. The new era pellet. It's a particularly nice pellet. This they go wild for it. Well, saying that, they go wild for it. Super Forte. Another type of flake that makes up for the bulk of their diet, as well as the Nutrifin Max spirulina. This one contains 40% spirulina plus 5% garlic. I also feed with this stuff. That's the Sarah Grania Green. And once or twice a week, or on occasions, I tend to feed with a Tanganyika mix by Ocean Nutrition, which is primarily a vegetable frozen cube with some mysis or daphnia in it. Yeah, it's generally not a good thing to give these guys a lot of protein. Tend to avoid anything with any foods with a lot of protein in. Right, everyone, that's about it for me. I'll probably do another update when I get the new tank and the new 5 foot. So this is Danny Sugans signing out once more. Goodbye.